morning everyone, I hope you're all well. Today is Thursday the 22nd of August, I think. Although the way the weather's been recently, you would think it was the 22nd of October. It's been so bad and so over summer. We haven't had a summer, the weather's been shocking and I've had enough. I just want autumn now. Autumn and Christmas. Bring on the cosy jumpers, the early nights, the dark nights, and then the build up to Christmas. I just love it. Today I am picking up my glasses from the opticians, or at least one pair of them. I was supposed to be picking up both pairs, but I got a phone call yesterday to say that one pair's been delayed, and they said, you know, you can wait and get both pairs at the same time, or you can come in. But Brooke has got an appointment to get another test done at the same time. Brooke went and got her eyes tested with me because she's been getting headaches, and her eyes were perfectly fine, but they did say they wanted to do one more test, but the machine was broken, so she was booked in this morning for when I go to collect my glasses to get that done. So I said, look, I'll just pick up the one pair because the pair I've got just now are disgusting. I can't see through them now, they're that bad. And Brooke can get her test thing done at the same time. The appointment's 9 o'clock, so as soon as that's finished, we're going to drop her at school. And yeah, so that will be fine. And I did have Brooke at the doctor's for her headaches, and we didn't get very far again. I don't know, it's difficult because Brooke can't express herself very well. The doctor's asking her questions and she can't answer. She just says, I don't know, just whatever. And it's partly teenager, partly autism, so I ended up speaking for her quite a lot, which the doctor wasn't very happy with at first. And then I said to him, she's got Asperger's. Oh right, okay. And he did start speaking to her a little bit differently. But when we came out, Brooke went, well, he was passive aggressive. She didn't like the fact that he was asking a lot of questions and that he was like insisting that she answered. And I was trying to explain to her that he's basically just trying to help her, but he can't help her if she can't tell him what's up, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he gave her a mic relief and said, you know, anytime the headaches come on, take one of them and see if it helps. She's also to record all the headaches as well, but it's difficult because they happen at school and they're not allowed their phones at all at school now. They have to be switched off except at break times, so she can't record it on her phone. She can't just turn around and, you know, ignore what's going on in the lesson to write things down, and by the time she comes out she's forgotten, because she needs, you know, I'm telling her, you need to record what time it happened, where the pain was, what kind of pain it was, were you dizzy with it, were your eyes funny, because sometimes her eyes go a bit funny with it as well. So we're not really any further forward with it. He did take her blood pressure and said it was fine. To me it's a little bit high for a 15-year-old, but he said that that's white coat syndrome. Basically that is when people get a bit anxious about being at the doctor's and that puts their blood pressure up. I've been taking her blood pressure here with Granny Annie's monitor when her headaches have been happening, and it is a bit high, but it's normal for an adult, but it's a bit high for a teenager. But he doesn't think it's anything to do with that, so fair enough. The tablets, she said, have helped for a wee while and then the pain just comes back again, so I don't know. I don't know where we're going to end up going with it. We're not going to give up, we're going to keep going back, but I don't know. I think he seems to be trying to link it with anxiety, because suddenly we were going about it again just as school was about to start. And I'm like, well, the reason we're coming now is because school's about to start, and I don't want her to have to miss classes because her head's sore, and I don't want her to have to miss school so that she can come to the doctor's. But I don't know, I just despair of the NHS, because I'm not going to rant, but basically the reason I'm in the wheelchair in our minds is because of the NHS, so I don't trust them at all. And yeah, anyway, we'll see where that goes. I will keep you informed if anything changes. And what else has been happening? A couple of things have happened since I last spoke to you. The tree that's been overhanging the cabin, I'll show you actually. Finally, a couple of years ago, we spoke to the guy who owned, well, he did own the hotel. I don't know if he still owns it next door, but he still lives on the grounds. But the tree that we're talking about is his. It's on his ground, but it was overhanging the cabin to the extent that when it was really heavy rain or really windy, one of the branches was kind of hitting the roof a bit, and the rain was really battering on the roof. And we did say to him, is there any chance we can get these branches taken off? And he said, I don't have any objections to you doing it if you want to do it. So my mum and dad have been saving to try and get it done, because it was going to be between sort of £700 and £1,000 to get these branches taken off, and they've just not had the money. But thankfully he came round last week and said, oh, we're going to take those branches down. I think a tree surgeon said to him they need to come down, because there's no way he would voluntarily do it. He's that kind of, he likes his money. So the branches were taken off last week, and it's made such a difference. Wait till I show you. So it's that tree there, and if I zoom in a bit, whoops, you can see, I think there, yeah, you can see the stumps where the big branches were taken off. Now they were going right onto the cabin roof, and it was very dangerous. Now you can see it's windy today. It's not as bad as it has been. We've had the tail end of a storm, but thankfully I think the storm that was coming was the reason that they finally did it. The owner came round and spoke to me after it had been done and said that, yeah, they were concerned because the branches were getting heavy and there was a lot of weight on the roots at one side, so they were doing quite a lot to it. So I think he's been told that's an accident waiting to happen. So thankfully that's done. And I have got a new toy, nothing to do with crafts this time. But in my last blog I mentioned we had taken a donation into the Young Carers Centre. And then the next day, Jan from the Young Carers messaged me and said that a carer had kindly donated a mobility scooter to the Young Carers, well, to the Carers Centre. And would I be interested in it, because all they were looking for was a donation to the carers. And she said, I don't know if you've got anything like that, if it would be any use to you or not. And I think I've mentioned before that the fly that I've got, the electric bit that goes on the front of my wheelchair, is on its last legs, and I don't have another one, so I've not really been able to go for walks with Jack and the dogs and things like that recently. And we were like, oh, I might be interested. So, and I spoke to Granny Annie as well, because Granny Annie could dance. She's a line dance teacher. She could dance all day, every day, but she can't walk the length of herself. If she tries to walk from here to the end of the drive, she's really exhausted, or she just gets really sore, and she has angina attacks and things. It's weird how the body works. So I'd said to her, look, if we get this, we can share it. You can go for walks with Dad on the mobility scooter. So we went and looked at it that day, Jack and I, and we bought it. So basically what we did was we gave the Young Carers, I keep saying the Young Carers, it's the Carers, Helensburgh and Lomond Carers Centre, but we deal with the young carer side of it, because Abby and Brooke are young carers, they look after me. But there's also adult carers. Now when we went to pick up the scooter, it was an older gentleman who's been looking after his wife, and it was his wife's scooter, but they'd hardly used it. She only used it in the garden. And what a lovely couple they were. She's now got an electric wheelchair, so he took us inside so that I could meet her and say thank you personally to her, because it is going to change our lives. It's going to let me get back out walking out for walks with the dogs and things like that. So yeah, I went in and said thank you, and they were just such a lovely couple. So what I did was we gave £150 donation. That was separate to the donation that Granny Annie had just given them. For this scooter. It would have cost a lot more to get it brand new, and thankfully I mentioned a while ago that I had just got a new phone and that I was getting £200 cash back. The cash back had actually came in that day, so it just worked out perfectly. It was serendipity. So I used that money to get the scooter. Now the reason I'm telling you all this is because I name my wheelchairs and things. So the Fly, it's a Rio Firefly is the attachment, so it's called the Fly. We've always named things. I did have, when I first got out of hospital, I had a red mobility scooter that we called Ruby. So I was saying to Jack, we need to come up with a name for it. So Jack's motorbike that he got recently, he was going to call the hog, and I'm like, you can't do that because you're going to be getting a big proper motorbike once you've passed your full test. So that's the hoglet. And he was laughing, he was like, yeah, okay, that's a hoglet. So when we picked that up, I said, I've got a great name for my scooter, and he went, what is it? And I went, the Piglet. So Jack's got the hoglet and I've got the Piglet, and at the moment it is sitting outside on the porch of the cabin. My dad bought a cover, so it's all covered up. If it's dry enough later, I will show you it. And it is going to be going in the garage when Jack builds his garage for his bike, for his hoglet. So the hoglet and the Piglet will be housed together. Anyway, that is our news at the moment. So I'm going to have to head off just now. Brooke's just out the shower. I need to make sure she's all organised for school. I've sorted her bag and everything. I need to get myself organised. My dad is going to sit in here with the dogs because we need to get some shopping and we need to go for paint. Jack's been painting the hall. You know that we've been decorating for a while because we got all the work done, the insulation and stuff done just before Christmas. And around that time we bought paint at B&M for the hall, well, for everywhere. So Jack was getting round to painting the hall yesterday, and he got out the tub that we had got, the tub of paint that we had got for the main walls, and he went, this looks a bit dark. And when I went through, I was like, that's way too dark. And it was very blue. We wanted grey, but it looked a dark grey on the tub, but it was more a blue than a grey, and I'm like, that's way too dark. So what we decided to do was use that for the small accent walls, and we're going to go back to B&M today and pick up a lighter colour for the rest of the walls. I'll show you. It's not so bad now that it's dried. It's not quite as dark as it was, but look at this light one. That's not really helping. But it was going to be too dark for all the walls because it started over there, and I'm like, put it on the main wall, and he did there, and I'm like, no, it's too dark. So I do like it though for the accent wall, so we've got it there and there outside my craft room, and there, the end. So all the other walls are going to be whatever colour we get it today. And what I decided as well was it might be quite nice to do this beam in the accent colour as well. So I got Jack to do it, and then when we've got the other colour on the walls, we can see whether I like it or not. But so far I am liking it. So we're going to get other paint today, and that is our plan. So I'm going to go finish getting Brooke organised, and I will come back to you. Get a better view of the tree from here. You can see other branches that have been chopped off as well. There's Brooke. You saying good morning? Good morning. Morning. Ready for this? At least you're getting some time off school. It's 11:30. We're just in, the shopping's away. We had a chat with my dad, and I'm like, I'm desperate for my coffee. And the coffee machine decided it was time to do a cleaning cycle. So it's currently doing that at the moment. The weather can't make up its mind what it's wanting to do.
It's raining again.
Is it raining again? Jack was hoping to get out and he's wanting to get his garden all organised for his new garage coming. But he's not been able to do it because the weather's been so bad. That's why he ended up painting yesterday, so that he could get into the garden today. But what you making? Sausages. Square sausage. This is the best sausage ever, by the way. Square sausage. It's the only sausage you should ever have. Never mind your links. Square sausage, also known as lawn sausage. That is the best. I don't eat it because it's got grain and stuff in it, but I do when I'm not on a diet. So let me tell you what happened. Not a lot. I got my glasses, so I think they're identical to the ones I already had. This is the ones that I had. As you can probably see, they are covered in resin. Look, can you see how bad that is? Oh, and this is the new ones. My other ones are different, but they're not ready yet. So yeah, pretty much exactly the same. And I can see nice and clearly through them, which is good. Brooke got the test done and everything's fine, no issues. They didn't think there would be, but they wanted to do it just to say they'd done it. I picked up Brooke some more shirts, school shirts in Asda, because one of them that I just got, she's only been back, what, a week and a half, something like that, 2 weeks maybe, and one of the school shirts is all dyed. It's got green bits all over it. So I just picked up a 2-pack this time. Right, okay. Oh no! She'll kill me, it's 3/4 sleeves. I'll need to take them back. Ah, I didn't realise it was 3/4 sleeves. She likes long sleeves. I'll need to take them back. Oops. I'll see what she says. She might be okay. Yeah, and then we went into B&M just very quickly. I picked up some cleaning things and the paint that we were going in for. I'll show you what we got. We went for that. So it's the Dulux Walls and Ceilings Chic Shadow, so hopefully that will be a nicer colour to go with the... I mean, I do like the colour that's on the end walls, it's just a lot darker than we expected. So I'm going to now wait for this blooming coffee machine to takes forever to do its cleaning cycle. And then I'm going to have my coffee. I have got a Temu haul to film, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, I will come back to you later on. Dinner time for the puppies. Oh! And the puppy cat, where did you come from, me man? Hey, where did Lomond come from? Come on then. Hello. You after your dinner as well? Don't know where you were sleeping. Yes, good afternoon. It's 2:30. Just feeding the animals, and yeah, the other puppy came for his dinner too, didn't you, Lomond? Anyone knew Lomond is a cat who thinks he's a dog. He was raised with dogs, so he's called the puppy cat. He's got gloopy eyes actually, so I've ordered some Lucillin from Amazon because Lucillin is brilliant for animals. If anybody doesn't know what it is, it's like an antiseptic spray for animals, and it's brilliant for any cuts, gloopy eyes, gloopy ears, just basically anything that you could want an antiseptic for your dogs, cats, whatever. It's fantastic. So ordered some of that from Amazon, and hey, we'll give your eyes a wee wipe. They're not looking too bad. Lomond, Lomond, stop hiding your eyes. Yay. Yeah, they're not bad, but they were a bit gloopy, so to be on the safe side, decided to get some. I've been lazy. I've done nothing since I last spoke to you, apart from have my coffee. In fact, I've just finished my second one. I sat down to have my coffee with Jack. We watched a bit of telly and it started raining. Jack was like, well, I won't be going out then. So we just decided to be lazy and we've been sitting watching the telly. I haven't filmed my Willa. There's Willa stealing the last of Hades' dinner again. I haven't filmed the Temu haul that I was wanting to film, but it can wait till tomorrow. Same as yesterday, I was going to film my BB craft video, but Jack was painting the hall and had the football phone in on really loud, so I couldn't film. So I was quite happy just sitting crafting and listening to that. So yeah, that's a good thing about now being more laid back about my vlogging. I'm not stressing out. If I can't do it, I can't do it. But I've got quite a few Temu hauls filmed anyway, so I'm not in any hurry to do it. I just want to know what's in the bag, and I won't look until I'm filming it. Anyway, we have been watching The Gentleman on Netflix. I don't know, there's a film that's a few years old now, a Guy Ritchie film, The Gentleman, British film, and it wasn't my sort of thing, or at least that's what I thought. But Jack was watching it in the caravan one time and I watched it with him and really enjoyed it. It's very violent, it's about drugs and stuff like that, but I enjoyed the film and they've turned it into a Netflix series, so we found out that they're about to launch the second series, so we decided to watch the first one. And we're 4 episodes in now. Yeah, we're halfway through it and we're really enjoying it. It is violent, but it's hilarious, it's really funny. And yeah, we've just enjoyed sitting, chilling out and enjoying it. Oh! Do you know what we've done? We've booked something, we've booked a wee night out. Jack found out that there's something coming to Helensburgh in September and it looked really good, so we've decided to book tickets so that we can have a night out and just celebrate our anniversary, which isn't until the end of September, even though we're going out at the start of September, but we thought we'd never have a day out or night out together really. So we're going to make it a really good night. We'll go for a meal and then go and watch this show. It looks good, so I'll tell you more about that nearer the time. But the tickets were booked and yeah, it's going to be fun. So that's what we've been up to, and probably won't be doing much more because you did go out and check the grass and it was still soaking, didn't you?
That's what it's called.
Oh right, okay. Ouija hinky that. That's what they're called, Ouija hinky that. And it's a...
What do you think of that?
Yes, got a Ouija for what do you think of that. How many of them is there? Three. So it's basically three Scottish guys and they do like parodies of different songs and taking the mickey out of Scottish things, and Jack saw them on Facebook I think and it looked really really good, so we decided they're coming to Helensburgh, let's go see them. They might be rubbish but it'll be a good night out, we'll go for a meal. I've said to Jack we'll get the bus. I've never been on the bus since we moved here, I don't think, because it's too much hassle in the wheelchair, but when Jack's there he can hook me on and off, and we'll probably get either my dad or Abby to pick us up, and that way we can both have a drink, have a meal and go out to the show. But anyway, we'll talk more about that nearer the time, it's going to be fun. And that's it, that's all we've done. So we're waiting for Brooke to come in now. It's Thursday, so it's her room tidy night. And yeah, we'll see Abby at some point as well. We're just having a chilled out day. We got done what we needed to do this morning, apart from the filming and the painting and the gardening, because it's been raining on and off and the grass is soaking. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop havering now. I'm going to go, the dogs have all finished their dinner. I'll go feed the puppy cat and that'll be us. I'll come back to you later. What is it, Hades? Oh, he's got his toy for you. Oh, Clyde. Oh, poor Hades, look. Oh, Hades is like, get down, Clyde, I've got the toy. Oh, Clyde.
Okay, Hades, have a go.
Oh, good boy. That'll be the headphones. How are they already broken?
That's why it doesn't stick properly.
Oh, what you like? Oh. Oh, now Molly stole the pig.
Hello, Hades.
How was school? Good. Did you miss much while we were at the opticians?
No.
No. Good morning. It is now Friday. I'm just getting Brooke organised for school, and I did finish the vlog last night, but I couldn't have pressed record because the clip's gone. So I thought I'd better come back on and refilm it. The reason that I had filmed it actually was because it was 10 to 9 last night. I was sitting watching the telly and I looked outside and realised it was dark. It wasn't pitch black, but it was definitely dark, and I was like, oh, definitely autumn vibes. I love it. I love it. It's soon going to be time for cosy jumpers, cosy pyjamas. Oh, closing the curtains at night and just, oh, I just love the cosy vibes. I really do. I love watching all the trees change colour. I just love autumn. It's my favourite season. And of course it's the lead up to Christmas, which is even better. When we were in B&M yesterday, there was a lot of Halloween things out, and Jack was like, I don't mind that because it's the end of August now, Halloween's fine. But the shops that have got Christmas stuff in, it's too much. And I'm like, no, it's not. As they had even more Christmas sweets out yesterday. They had the Milky Bar Festive Friends out. They had a lot more of like the Maltesers, reindeer, the mint reindeer and things like that. I was like, yay. Anyway, I'm going to head off just now. Oh, the Lucillin that I was talking about yesterday is this. This is it, it came from Amazon, so just in case anybody is interested. Now this is a big bottle actually, it didn't seem big when I ordered it. I don't know, I can't see, I'll put it on the screen. And it was like £10 or something like that, but you do get smaller ones, so if you are wanting to try it out, it's definitely worth it. Let me know if you want a link. It wouldn't be an affiliate or anything like that, it's just, I really, really do recommend it. Anyway, oh, and I had been going to vlog Abby's birthday. She is 20 on Tuesday, But I spoke to her about it last night. She's going to work and then going straight out, so I'm not going to see her. So what I think I will do is, I think I'm going to try and do a weekly vlog. So I'll start on Monday, finish on Friday, and anytime there's anything to tell you or something going on, I'll pick the camera up. So we'll give that a go and we'll see what that's like. And that way I can vlog like any bits of her birthday that I managed to see. And I can find out how her night went. I can't remember what it is she's doing. I've got no idea. Anyway, I'm going to stop havering now and head off. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If so, please do hit the thumbs up button. Talk to me in the comments below. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in our next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.